I've had a long time between drinks, I guess, and it's good to be finally back and playing and with the boys and back to what I love. It's great release from everything that's going on. You just feel normal, and that's what I guess what I want, just to feel normal.
It was always his passion. He just loved sport. That was his escape. And that, yeah, again, that was the same before his treatment, and that was the same during his treatment. Like, that was never going to change.
I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I want people to understand what I've had to go through. I want people to know that 17-year-old boys shouldn't be going through that, and girls, and it's something that shouldn't really be acceptable, so we need to find a cure. On the 26th of February 2016, I was diagnosed with a rare and highly aggressive form of bone cancer.
It's a sarcoma, which is a tumour arising in bone. There are other sarcomas which can start in soft tissue. This is an osteogenic sarcoma, which means that the tumour cells actually make bone. He had intensive treatment, which normally lasts just under a year. It's very savage, and it's very long-lasting. It's such an endurance test.
I've had immunotherapy over a 12-week period that caused my body to ache from head to toe. A biopsy, 1 bone graft, removing 22 centimetres of my humerus and replacing it with my right fibula. But I'm not giving in. That's what you gotta do. You gotta defy odds. Find a purpose, find a reason to fight and to want to be healthy, to want to get out of bed and get out there and live your life.
He was never going to allow cancer to define him. He had a strong association with the Swans, being in their elite development program for many years, leading up to his diagnosis. Obviously, that was the end of his AFL aspirations. He knew that, sadly. He accepted that.
Hi, mate, how are you?
I'm alright, doing well.
But the really lovely connection remained.
It's going well, yeah, it's getting better. I'm just growing, getting muscle back, so it's been good, being able to do more and more exercise with it and things like that. So. They've been excellent. They've been crucial in me being able to really enjoy life while going through one of the tough stages of my life. What I really want to do is, well, now become an AFL journalist, because I can't play.
He's an amazing character, very passionate about his sport, but certainly passionate about promoting sarcoma.
How are you, Cooper? You're looking very sharp.
Let's go, let's move, let's go. Chop, chop, let's go. Just go up to people and ask them, do you know what it is?
You say they ask you how much it costs, and you say 25 for 1 or 60 for 3.
I've battled elite batsmen, bowlers, AFL and rugby players on the sports fields of Sydney for over a decade. However, nothing has ever come close to the emotional and physical devastation caused by my osteosarcoma diagnosis. This cancer has been overlooked for the critical funding it so desperately requires. Together, we will as one change the pathway and history of sarcoma as we know it.
Never really seen him public speak before. I'd heard about it, but yeah, watching him go out there was just like, wow, didn't know he had that in him.
Cooper underwent another trial, chemotherapy. His condition was then started to deteriorate, but you could see that the cancer was spreading. And then for the last couple of months, it was very hard for him.
think it would be fair to say that conventional treatment prospects have been completed, I think, now, and so we're really clutching at straws.
And he said to me, "You know, Mum, I used to dominate on the football field, and look at me now."
He didn't want his friends to remember him like that or to see how much he was suffering. He wanted to be remembered as the strong young man he had been just a little bit before.
The time we got to spend with Cooper is worth celebrating and not missing. We love Cooper and we miss him, and we will never forget the time we had with him as some of the happiest days of our lives.
Your loyalty was undying, and even though you're gone, I know you're still supporting me. I love you, Coops.
Imagine a world where everyone was like Cooper, where everyone was courageous, humble, composed and inspirational. You're part of the team, you're part of my team, and you will continue to inspire me, my friend. Thank you.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
There hasn't been any advances in treatment for bone cancer for over 30 years in terms of survival rates. You know, the ultimate goal is definitely to cure sarcoma. That's always what we talked with Cooper about. You know, there must be a way of doing it, so we just have to find a way.
He had always wanted some level of fame, and he said he always envisaged it was going to be on the sporting field. But he said he'd very happily accept finding a cure for sarcoma. But he always suspected strongly that it was never going to make a difference for him. It wasn't what he could get out of it, it was what he was prepared to do for others.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Cooper Rice Brading would have turned 19 next week. If you'd like to make a donation to sarcoma research, please go to the Cooper Rice Brading Foundation website and follow the prompts.